feel if you knew that right at this moment someone was using your name, your social security number, and your address to apply for a credit card, which they intend to charge thousands of dollars on? Most importantly, how do you know that this has not already happened? Identity theft is one of the fastest growing crimes in the United States today that claims millions of innocent victims in ways that most people wouldn't think of, and affects more than just the victim's financial aspect. However, there are many ways to prevent identity theft before it happens. As a banker, I can attest to the damaging impact that identity theft can have on a person's life. Today I will discuss the importance of being aware of how secure your information is, what identity theft is and how common it is, and the effect it will have on your life. So let's talk about identity theft and what it really is. Identity theft occurs when a person uses your personal information without your knowledge or permission for financial uses or personal gain. This could be information such as your name, your social security number, your driver's license, and other personal information. Your identity and your personal information is always at a risk and can be stolen long before you realize you're a victim. In fact, most people do not know that they are a victim until they receive something in the mail stating that they have applied for an account which they did not open, until they look at their credit history, or until they are contacted by a debt collector. According to the Identity Theft Resource Center, in the year 2017, there were 1,579 data breaches which exposed nearly 179 million records. They also stated that the number of credit cards that were compromised in 2017 totaled 14.2 million, and nearly 158 million social security numbers were exposed. Identity theft has topped the U.S. Federal Trade Commission ranking of consumer complaints for 15 years. So how can having your identity stolen affect you? Identity theft can damage your finances, your credit rating, your reputation, and complicate many more things in your life. Not only does it affect your money and time, but it takes an emotional toll on all who it affects. The financial impact of identity theft can be lasting, but so too can the emotional toll as victims fight to regain their identities, says Trey Logren, who is president of Equifax Personal Solutions. After having your identity stolen, there are many pieces you have to put back together in order to pick yourself back up. From filing police reports to reestablishing credit, it can take many years to reconstruct your finances due to many important steps. So we've looked at what identity theft is and what some of the effects can be. But how exactly is a person's identity stolen? Identity thieves use common everyday tools and uses to capture their victims. They may contact you in person, over the phone, through the mail, or through posts on social media. Some thieves will go as far to dig through dumpsters in order to find personal information such as unsolicited credit card or loan offers. There are also thieves that are called shoulder surfers simply because they observe your every move or eavesdrop to steal information. They may look over your shoulder or stand close by and may use a camera phone to record you. One of the most common ways that identities lure people is by scamming people into thinking that they have won a prize. They will tell you that you have won something such as a free vacation or cash money, and then ask for you to prove your identity by giving them personal information such as your address and your name, when in all reality they are just trying to get your personal information for their own personal use. Though identity theft is common, there are ways to protect ourselves before it happens. As we can see, there are many ways for a thief to steal our information. So, in order to protect ourselves, we must take extra precaution. Never give your personal information to anyone without knowing 110% that the person you are dealing with is legit. We must always be extremely careful when using our cell phone or any other device to make payments. Although using the autosave feature for our login information is very useful, it is not safe. Always be sure to sign out when making a transaction. Another way to be on the lookout is to always monitor your credit report and financial accounts. Be aware of the transactions that are processed and always be sure to check for unauthorized transactions. Identity theft affects millions of citizens every year in ways that are unknown to many people. Though thankfully, there are ways we can prevent identity theft before it happens. Identity thieves have use of your personal information while you unknowingly continue with your everyday life. This inconvenience damages many critical aspects of your financial and your personal lives. Identity theft occurs through the use of social media, personal mail, credit card info, and more. We must take extra precaution when it comes to our important personal information to prevent this tragedy from happening.